Welcome to this explainer. Look, right now we are seeing a terrifying surge in extreme weather across the globe. We're talking temperatures recently hitting a staggering 44 to 47 degrees Celsius. I mean, in some areas, we're literally seeing the highest temperatures ever recorded in human history. And this blistering heat, it isn't just uncomfortable, it is genuinely lethal. So today, we are going to walk through a vital survival guide. Think of this as your personal toolkit to navigate and, more importantly, survive the extreme heat. We're calling this the Lifesavers Playbook. Here is what we're going to cover today: the extreme heat threat, recognizing symptoms, step-by-step first aid, critical cooling spots, and finally, daily hydration and prevention. Our goal here is simple: to empower you to recognize, treat, and prevent a severe medical emergency. All right, let's dive right in. Let's start by establishing a baseline, okay? 37 degrees Celsius. That is our normal, healthy, internal body temperature. Now, even when the weather outside hits 37 degrees, we usually feel pretty uncomfortably warm. But our bodies are equipped with these incredible built-in mechanisms to manage the heat and keep our internal temperature perfectly balanced right at that number. But here's where things get scary. When that internal temperature crosses a threshold, specifically hitting 106 degrees Fahrenheit for just 10 to 15 minutes, we cross the line from just feeling overheated right into the danger zone. A life-threatening medical emergency begins right here, and the clock immediately starts ticking. That exact emergency is what we call heat stroke. It's a severe condition where the body's natural sweating and self-cooling mechanisms completely fail due to prolonged exposure to extreme heat. Normally, when you get hot, you sweat. That sweat evaporates and cools you down. It's like a natural thermostat. But during a heat stroke, the body basically throws in the towel. The sweating mechanism just shuts off entirely, trapping all that deadly heat inside. Section 1. Recognizing symptoms. Spotting the danger before it's too late. You really need to memorize these rapid onset warning signs. First up, altered consciousness and dizziness. The victim's mental balance starts to falter right away. They might experience blurred or floating vision, where everything looks hazy or dark. Then, of course, there's extreme thirst. You're also going to see hot skin and flushing, which usually presents as a visibly swollen red face. And finally, because the body has become so incredibly hot and hydration has totally plummeted, the internal organs begin to seriously struggle, and their normal functions get severely disturbed. Section 2, step-by-step first aid. Immediate actions to stabilize the victim. Okay, here is your sequential action plan. Step 1, and listen to me closely on this: move the victim to the shade. Never ever try to treat someone out on the blistering hot road or a hot factory floor. Get them out of the direct sun immediately. Step 2, loosen or move their clothing to let all that trapped heat escape. Step 3, apply cold water or ice directly to their body. Step 4, fan the victim continuously with whatever you have on hand. And Step 5, rush to the hospital immediately. Do not delay, guys, even if they seem like they're recovering. Now, I want to pause here for a second because I need to address a really dangerous misconception. Myth: pouring cold water on a hot body causes blood to clot. Reality: you must apply cold water to lower the temperature. People sometimes have this fear that cooling a highly overheated body too fast is going to cause the blood to freeze or clot. Actually, scratch that. It's just entirely false. Never hesitate to douse a heat stroke victim with cold water or ice. It is exactly what is needed to bring that skyrocketing 106-degree temperature back down to earth. Section 3, critical cooling spots. Targeted areas for a rapid temperature drop. To drop a core temperature rapidly, you can't just splash water anywhere. You have to target specific rapid cooling zones: the forehead, the neck, the armpits, between the legs, and the back of the knees. Why these exact spots? Well, because these are the body's major cavities and joints where deep blood vessels run incredibly close to the surface, and it's where heat gets heavily trapped. By placing wet strips of cloth or ice directly on these critical spots, you're basically hitting the emergency cooling switches, forcing the body's overall temperature to drop incredibly fast. Section 4, daily defense and prevention. Proactive habits to stay safe. Okay, here is a super reliable self-diagnostic test you can use, comparing urine hydration indicators. If your urine is concentrated, dark yellow, and maybe comes with a slight burning sensation, that is your body loudly telling you, dehydrated, you need water immediately. On the flip side, if your urine is clean, clear, and flows with full force, you're properly hydrated. Lean heavily into this check every single day. It's a game changer.
You absolutely must build these daily defenses too. Avoid direct sun and stay in the shade whenever you can. Always cover your head and use an umbrella. Drink regularly, even if you don't feel thirsty. Just keep sipping. If you're already feeling a bit dehydrated, use oral rehydration salts mixed in water and make sure you consume it within 24 hours. And finally, always carry a personal water bottle. Not only does this ensure you have hydration on hand the second you need it, but in big cities, it protects you against health risks from sharing bottles.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this uplifting thought from our sources. Nothing is impossible in this world, just dare to try. Dreams will turn into reality, just make an effort. When it comes to surviving this staggering heat, making an effort means looking out for each other. Consider first aid a true civic duty. If you see a stranger stumbling or fainting, step in. Don't withhold water just because you don't want to share your bottle. Save their life. And on a broader scale, make an effort to plant trees and increase green spaces in your community to help bring temperatures down for everyone. Which brings us to a final, powerful question I want you to carry with you today. The next time someone collapses in the heat, will you be ready to step up and save a life? You now have the knowledge, the playbook, and the power to recognize the danger and take immediate action. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay safe out there.